default to my next story is Ariel. Those are my
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Blue, September Heather, Dita Don. Jackie Blue, September Heather, Dita Don. Jackie Blue, September Heather, Dita Don. Jackie Blue, September Heather, Dita Don.
Hey, welcome to Between Friends on WMSK Online Radio. I'm your host, Peter Don. In the lab, once again, with September Heather, Jackie Blue. Happy 4th of July weekend. Now that everybody's all full of burgers and shit and all of that.
Can't get no burger.
I feel sorry for you. Actually, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you. Let me tell you why. If you are one of the people who didn't have they're be fortunate enough to be invited to someone's cookout. It's because motherfuckers don't like you.
I ain't say I wasn't invited. So, I just said I didn't have a hamburger.
You chose not to go, and that's on you.
I wasn't.
You went to a vegan cookout, kill yourself.
Oh Lord. I wasn't well. I wasn't feeling 100%. I was kind of down.
Yeah, the bubble guts?
No.
Huh?
No.
Diarrhea?
Cramps. Just menstrual cramps.
Oh, that time.
Really,
that
really bad. Really bad.
That kept you in the
Like, what am I, 14 again?
See, I never had that problem.
Ooh, yes. Now they out of this world. They are out of this world.
It takes me out for a day.
It was ridiculous. And I don't like to take medicine at all. But I had to take it Thursday morning and Friday morning. I said, oh,
I had to take something too.
It was ridiculous.
I've never had to take medicine for cramps.
This was crazy. Usually I can tolerate it, unless I gotta be somewhere or something like that. But this time I was like,
so let's do this real quick.
Ridiculous.
Before we get into the show, Focus Movers, affordable moving rates, fast and reliable services, free moving quotes, commercial and residential, local and long distance, last second and emergency move. Locally owned and operated 24-hour call center. Call today, 443-506-7905, or book online, focusmovers.com. 1 down, 3 to go. Now, let's just jump right into something real quick.
Oh, before you do.
I was going to ask y'all, how was your weekend?
I want to say something to you.
What?
Why can't I start it off?
What? No, because we didn't discuss that, so don't go against the program. Don't go against the program.
I want to say congratulations, Papa.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations.
I actually just came from seeing my grandson.
Oh.
He is red as all I know. Because both his parents is light skinned.
Right. Yeah.
But adorable little thing.
Oh.
Adorable little thing. He's right now, they had to take him back to the hospital. He has jaundice.
Oh.
So they're trying to heat him up and all of that and give him some light. That light skinned kids problem. Like light skinned people problem.
Like his aunt.
Yeah.
What I don't do that.
When the one with
it's great aunt.
The marshmallow on it right now. Man, we in the studio and not on TV.
Me too. So is it just gonna be pop, or do you guys special like Graham Puba pop?
Alright, so it's
Grand
usually
Bad pop.
Traditionally, it's either granddad, grandpa, or papa.
Right. Big P.
So I'm gonna be Don Pop.
Oh my God!
Yeah, maybe like that.
He will call me Don Pop.
Oh.
Don Pop. That's it. That's it. You can get anything you want. Just call me down south. That's it.
Oh.
You can get anything you want. But all right. So I normally start the show by saying, "How was everybody's weekend?" Even though the 4th, I know y'all had like a 5-day weekend. Everybody had like a 5-day jump, which is ridiculously
extra
I'm still on
day.
vacation.
for this time of year. You
I'll
know,
go back
who
to
gets
home.
a 5-day weekend like in the middle of summer? All right, so because the 4th
We need
fell on a Thursday, most people were off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and some people still off today. Some people were off Wednesday because a lot of jobs do the day before and the day after. So a lot of people are off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today. So that's 6 days.
Yeah.
So did y'all do anything interesting and go?
I tried. Like I said,
What's
I
up,
was
Eddie?
in pain. I tried to get some things and had things. It was rough, but I had.
So no, you didn't.
overall,
All right, Jackie,
I had
did
a
you do
good
anything?
time. Although I was in pain.
Did you
I
do
had
anything, Jackie?
I had
Because we know sometimes we don't never. If she ain't somewhere, if she don't disappear and drop off the grid, and we know she freaking off, she ain't doing nothing on the weekend. Or if I don't run into her at Sizzle or you know what I mean, somewhere where we got mutual friends, she usually ain't. She ain't doing that. She ain't doing that. First of all, I don't like to ask you because I know your life is boring.
Well, I really didn't do too much.
Boom.
It was hot. It was hot.
Girl, wasn't
It was
hot.
hot. The only thing I did was went to the rooftop, took my grandkids to the pool, and I was in the air conditioning. It was hot. It was
Right.
too hot.
It was.
So I went to Alabama this past week
Okay.
to meet my father's side. Well, to meet my father's side, which I ain't gonna go into the details, but for me, I was meeting them for the first time.
Right.
Y'all talking about heat?
I don't even want to know.
Let me explain to you about this Alabama heat. All right, so
You know.
traditionally, we know in Maryland, you come outside 8 o'clock in the morning, whatever, it's about 80 degrees. By lunchtime, it's about 95, 96, 97 degrees. By the time you're about to get off work, it's at its highest point. And then as you get home, by the time you get home, 6, 7, fix dinner, you can look out the door and not catch heat stroke because it's cooling down. Alabama, 7 a.m., 100. 11 a.m., 100. 3 p.m., 100. 7 p.m., 100. When I say it was hot as hell, and it wasn't the whole week, the hottest day was the 4th of July. The day where we were having all the outdoor festivities, we was at the park, we was, everybody was outside, was the hottest. I mean, I remember coming there. I got up, left the hotel, drove down to my aunt's house. I stayed in Tuscaloosa. They live in Marion, which is about an hour.
I know it's a major city.
Birmingham, I think it is.
Birmingham.
Don't quote.
It's far.
But it's about an hour apart between Tuscaloosa and Marion, where my family is from. So I get up, I come outside, and you know how you walk through the hotel lobby and the double doors open, the first set of double doors open. It's hot in the vestibule. Like
No air.
Like no, listen, it's air. But because the heat is coming in from the outside, and then when the doors open and both of them shut, it traps that heat in that little that vestibule.
What if you got trapped in there?
Listen, let me explain something to you. I walked out the hotel room that morning.
With a thong on.
And I swear I wanted to go back and put my Speedo on because I just couldn't get over this heat. It was like the first thing in the morning. But like I said, and they was asking me, well, ain't it hot in Maryland? Yeah, it's hot, but our shit gravitates during the course of the day. Hey, what's up, Tim? That's my cousin right here on my live. What's up, girl? But our shit like 7 o'clock is bearable. Then it gets hotter during the day. Then it cools up. It was hot as soon as I came outside, which I wasn't used to. But I still went had a ball. These people will feed you till you fall out. You hear me?
That's something like that.
And I'm talking about everything you could think of will come off of that grill.
Oh,
This is the first time I've ever seen the whole hub on the grill. First time, but it wasn't just one. It was 4 of them little suckers.
I've seen that on a homemade pit where you had the hog on there.
I agree,
Tim.
I agree.
Oh yeah, we've done that now. It's been some years.
She said the heat is on
I was
another
little,
level in Bama, and she is not lying. But the food, awesome. Whole pig, whole pork.
How was the house?
15, 20 slabs of ribs on the grill at one time. Fried fish, pigtail. I can go on and on. The food was, oh my God. Let me explain something to you about this food. Shout out to my cousin Leon. On the grill, damn near all day, all night.
Wow.
And when I tell you, I got there, he was on the grill, we got drunk, we left, came back, Leon still out there on the grill, making sure this food got right, you hear me? But I swear, these were the friendliest people I've ever met in my entire life. Because, you know, we kind of on guard about people.
We
We meet somebody who's like,
We are.
what the fuck is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? They open me. Open arms, they welcome me in. Straight told me what's up, who's who, this is that one, this is your cousin from this one, this is so, and they introduced, everybody was so nice, introduced themselves, showed you who their children were, who their parents were, if their parents were there. This is my mother, that's my mother, this is my auntie, this is my mother's brother, you know, everything from like that. Maryland, people up here, you niggas, is something else. You don't even want to give a nigga a direction to the gas station.
You eat
up here. For real, I don't. I'm guilty of it. I was raised there. Shit. What's happening, Keon? But we just, you know, the vibe was totally different down here.
So were you the only family member from us this way?
No, my mother and my father went down.
I mean,
too.
yeah,
my uncle
yeah.
Anthony went down, and his wife, all of them, they went down. And let me tell you, the best thing about it, the hotel. All right, so you know how you get a hotel up here, and like 10:30, 11 o'clock, niggas bang on the door, boom, 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 boom.
Right.
House came down.
Right.
None of that shit. You left when you left. The housekeeping lady, she came to the door the one time. She tapped on the door. I answered the door because I was up, but I just wasn't giving it yet. So she said, "Take your time. I come back. I got other stuff to do." I left out of there. The checkout was 11. I ain't leave probably at 1:30, 2 o'clock. No extra charges. No none of that. Just a total different vibe.
They from out of town.
Yeah, to Maryland's turn. But and they asked me about that too.
We gonna ask this.
They said, because I'm
We got lots of
and I'm like, I'm from Baltimore. Oh, you from, man, y'all niggas is something like that. Oh, that wire, is that real? I said, yeah, some of it's real, some of it's fabricated, but most of it was real. Most of it was real. But it was just, you know, it was just love down there. I had a great time. I'm going back down there in September for this.
My birthday?
No.
That's your great
No. I'm going down there for it's an event called the Foot Wash.
Oh, what's that?
It's not what you think.
Yeah,
It's a 24-hour
service.
It's a 24-hour party. It's a 24-hour party. And people come from what I understand. People come from everywhere, California, New York, everywhere to this party. It's from Wednesday to Sunday, the last weekend in September.
Perfect road trip. That's my birthday weekend.
I don't give a damn.
That's a road trip.
I don't get it.
Perfect.
Foot wash. Yeah, I'm telling them about the
we going to the foot wash.
We coming back. I'm coming back down there and bringing my girlfriend. Like I told you, I was gonna bring her in. And I don't know if my sister gonna come or
I'm
anybody
gonna
else gonna come. We'll see.
I'm gonna come meet you, Cousin Tiffany.
Did you drive? How'd you drive?
No, I flew down.
You flew down.
I flew down and I was.
So we'll be looking at flights around my birthday time, so we look at the foot wash.
Oh, y'all not gonna drive now?
Nah.
Y'all
I
you wanna take the RV? We can make it a
I don't need to take an RV. But I'm gonna pull the RV down there. My aunt down there got houses. I can stay in a house. I don't need fun. No, it would just be a waste of gas.
What?
Towing a 5,000 pound.
All right, calm down.
And And secondly, I don't want y'all in here and then.
We going.
I don't want
I
y'all.
was just trying to think about something to do for my birthday this year.
Okay.
So it's a milestone, so I was thinking about something to do.
My cousin
Perfect.
Tiffany said, "Bring your girl and whoever else come on."
We come.
Okay.
Cousin
Now,
Tiffany, thank you.
They come on now. You can stay over this cousin house. You can stay over here. Cause Leon open this house up. You can sleep in there. It's all furnished.
Are you coming?
My family is.
No,
shit,
but
man.
now
I'm
Jackie
telling you.
gonna be bluffing, but I'm not.
I'm going.
Look.
All right, so far it's 4 of us. Just she said, y'all good. Just bring your clothes.
5.
Who else? You taking Marcus? We can talk about that later.
Oh, what that mean? Wait a minute.
What?
That's an odd number.
This one I'm in the studio with. This is September Heaven for the people who have never seen her before.
Wait a minute.
This is Jackie Blue, killing Snowball. That's Big Sis. There's Wifey in the corner, hiding. Way in the back.
Sean, cut it out.
And I'm eating Cheetos too.
Yeah.
Smashing Cheetos.
That's an odd number. Cause wait a minute, and you talking
But
about
so many
1,
people
2,
down there. You said it's coming people
3,
from everywhere.
4.
So September gonna find somebody.
5.
You gonna freak out?
She gonna find somebody down there.
Everybody talking about no freaking out. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
You might
Don't
get.
be worried
You
about
like
what I'm
sitting
doing.
there, you might get some country.
Get on my nerves.
All right, so let's get to business. Let's get to business. First thing I want to talk about. I know everybody got a story. But this shit right here.
You got a story. Wait a minute. Drum roll, because I can't believe you got a story.
Listen.
I cannot.
This story right here. All right, so. Man.
You know something, man?
Yes. 17-year-old Elijah Alameda was killed.
Don't tell me it's the same story.
Was killed by Michael Adams, 27-year-old Michael Adams, at a gas station.
Right.
For no apparent reason other than listening to rap music.
Yeah, like the other young black man that got killed.
Now, okay, we're gonna go over. Let's talk about the particulars so far. So far, they say pointed out that okay, he wasn't bothering him. He admitted he wasn't bothering him. He didn't approach him. He didn't say anything to him.
And that's still what
His reason for killing him was because he was attacked before by people who listen to rap music. So instead of being reactive, he was proactive this time and decided to strike first. In doing so, this coward snuck up behind this 17-year-old boy. He followed him in the store. Now, keep in mind, this wasn't no overbearingly big young boy. He was a small dude. He was a small little mixed kid, looked like to me. Little pretty little dude. I seen his picture. They did put his picture out. Small little mixed kid. Frail looking little fella. And this guy decided to slit his throat from behind while he was getting a soda.
Mafia style.
Now, his attorney.
Oh my gosh, you just
Let's talk about this one.
Right.
His attorney says, well, it's not his fault. It's the corrections, Division of Corrections fault. DOC. You know about DOC, though. It's DOC fault. Because they released him with no medication, nowhere to go, and no help.
They released him with the resources, she said, but no means to obtain the resources.
Okay.
Well,
Check that out with the Division of Corrections.
but here's my thing. Here's where they painting the picture. And this is the part that bothers me. They painting the picture and they're using the word disabled. This is the word that they keep saying, trying to put it in your head, in your mind over and over. They keep saying it. He's disabled. He has mental illness. He's disabled. I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit on it for two reasons. For one, I don't know about you, but when I think of disabled, when I think of somebody who's disabled, if it's a physical disability, if it's a physical ailment, you can see it.
Right.
You can tell it. And things of that nature. If it's a mental disability, if he was mentally disabled, DOC, first of all, DOC, once you leave their facility, that's not their responsibility to make sure that you check in with a aftercare of sorts, or let's say like like a halfway house or something. It's not their responsibility. It's not. So we're not gonna. I'm not saying that maybe the man wasn't sick. I don't know. I don't know his history. I'm not saying he wasn't sick, but we not.
Well, that's just another person to sue for this person's family if that is the case. If they were supposed to do certain things, if you found that they were negligent in doing certain things, it's just somebody else to add to this suit. But I'm trying to figure out how the hell he got a $1 million bond. How he got a bond at all. And this is Arizona.
And they charged him with premeditated first degree murder.
Good, premeditated.
Premeditated first degree murder.
As it was, because you saw it in the store.
Which means it wasn't self defense.
Nope.
It wasn't by accident. It wasn't a conflict that he thought about what he was doing.
He did.
He went in and he acted on it.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I'm not sure the law, but I'm pretty sure that you cannot claim mental illness with a premeditated murder charge.
This lawyer's just doing what lawyers do. And she's releasing statements and making statements, but you remember, what was the kid's name? Was his name Jordan? He was playing loud music at a gas station and he was killed, and that person was sentenced. He got a lot of time. I don't think it was life. Yeah. He was sentenced to a lot of the same thing. Turn the music down, N-word, and all that kind of stuff. He didn't turn it down, which he didn't have to. And he took matters into his own hands. And at that time, that person tried to claim stand your ground, and it didn't work. And this person, here we go again. In a county that's always been under a lot of controversy because of this particular sheriff in this county, but I think he's gone. I think he got voted out finally this last term. But yeah, Arizona is pretty conservative and still backwoods and behind time, and they're thinking and everything. It's just unfortunate that you just can't play your music. I mean, how do you get the freedom just to be able to play your music? If it's loud, then call the police. But you could have just removed yourself from the situation. Why didn't he could have left. There was a way for him to not have to deal with the situation. And all of this, paint a picture of who the victim is, what he looked like, his size, his background, and going through, I'm sure,
apparently this wasn't his first violent crime. He was actually released 2 days prior for a similar but not related event. So it wasn't like this was the first time that he has attacked somebody or been violent. He was just released from prison for something similar. They didn't say what. They won't say what, but they said something similar.
What I read was marijuana charges, something else that I didn't
disorderly conduct, assault with a weapon, aggravated assault of a correctional employee.
Right. I want to know who was out there. Was this a gas station? Cause I know we got gas stations in Baltimore where niggas hang at. Where niggas is at this gas station selling dope, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You pull up, you get out the car, first thing you hear is loud. You know what I'm saying? Was this one of them type gas stations where people were hanging out at? Because who sat there and watched this white man kill this boy?
No, but
not fuck him up?
Like from what I read, that he stabbed him in the store. He stabbed him in the store, and then he felt the boy ran, and he collapsed by the gas pump. But like you said, again, How he just get away?
That's my question.
Yeah.
Was this one of those, because it's a Circle K,
Yeah.
and I know down where I just came from, Circle K was a spot. Like everybody, I seen a few cars just hang at Circle K, like at the gas station. That's at least in Tuscaloosa. At least in Tuscaloosa part. Now, who was at this gas station that seen this shit? Us. And watch this white man kill his boy.
Did it happen that fast? Did they even know what took place in the store?
Niggas is nosy.
From out the store.
Niggas is nosy.
Now, you talking about
We nosy.
Maryland and around Baltimore versus, what's it, Maricopa County, Arizona?
Right.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Different regions, I'm telling y'all, it's a different, people react differently because of where they are and their environment. So what may have gone down in this situation and how people reacted probably would not have happened here.
I definitely don't feel like this would have happened here. It would have been a different scenario.
But did it happen that quickly? In the convenience store, I stabbed you, maybe nobody was in there at the time, maybe nobody saw it at the time. Sometimes these people are crafty and they wait for an opportunity for somebody to be by themselves. You think he would have did it if it was a whole group of us standing around? I don't think he would have been that bold to even try anything like that. And you're a man trying this with a teenager. I just don't think that he would have been that bold to try that with a group with a larger group of people.
Right.
They always try to get us when it's one or two and a whole mob of them. That's been the history of let's get this black person.
Right.
I just don't like what you're doing. And it's just hateful. And I'm sorry, I
hate that. I hate
so
when you do that.
sorry
Try to be so etiquette.
about
Just say it.
what
Say
happened
She said,
in the manner
let's just
of
get this black person. What you want to say? What would they have said?
You know what they would
What they would
have
have
said.
said? Say it.
You know what they would
Say
have
it and
said.
say it with some conviction.
You know what he has said, and this is
See,
why
that's what I'm talking
I never exclude race as being a part of anything.
Anything.
It's in America's DNA. I just never ever do. Never ever do. I don't exclude it. I don't always say it's a part of, but I will never rule out that that's not what's embedded in somebody's mind and somebody's feelings and their beliefs. I just don't. And you're not gonna tell me that this don't have anything to do with it. People who listen to that music and what he went through previously as being a victim of whatever crime that was, against him. I mean, all of these reasons, but here now, what's this jury gonna look like? What if he can postpone? What if he does raise enough money to postpone? And he might. What if he raises enough money for legal defense? I mean, Dylan Ruff, he did. People gave to his legal defense.
You already got a little.
Right.
Yeah.
Getting in front of
Is
the
she a
story.
public pretender or is she a lawyer? I don't know.
Well, I mean, who else is making statements? Anybody, a spokesperson for the Division of Corrections making statements? She's inserted that there were issues.
The Division of Corrections did release a statement.
What did they say?
More or less, they saying it's not our problem because they delivered him. They took him from the facility to something else, gave him the resources that he needed for whatever, and they saying it's out of their hands from there.
What he did after that?
Yeah, what he did 2 days later,
2 days
it's
later.
out of their hands.
So now,
They're not gonna keep, even if we don't know if they gave him medication to leave with. We don't know.
I mean, in
And if
Maryland,
they did, we don't know how much they gave him, if it ran out, whatever. It's 2 days later he did this.
Right.
So we don't know if he had something when he left. He lost it. He went crazy. He killed somebody. Whatever. We don't know.
he ain't go
They
crazy.
didn't go no damn.
I don't think he went crazy either. But what I'm saying is, the way his lawyer keeps using this word, disabled, he's disabled. It's Department of Corrections problem. They didn't do this correctly. They didn't do this. Wait a minute. I went to jail. DOC ain't tell me, ain't make sure I had a place to live when they opened that gate.
You got $50 though.
Nah, they ain't give me no $50. They gave me my money I had on the books.
Oh, all right.
They gave my money that I had on the books.
Pre-trial.
And they said, matter of fact, they didn't even give me that. I had to come back and get it. I had to come back. They gave me a bus token. They gave me nothing, basically. It's not, and I'm feeling like,
you free. You're released. You get to
when you get ready to get out of jail, you ain't thinking about no, hey, can you tell me where I go get a plate from? No, you thinking about like, yeah, I'm out. You especially if your release date is there. Nigga, you looking at the clock like, shit, I know they do releases around 8. Shit, you see, yo, what's up, man? You trying to figure out why you ain't got cars to get you to pack up yet. You think about, no, can I go down to medical and get some medicine? You got to think about, let me go down here and get this medicine. You know what I'm saying? No, you ready to hit the door.
What's up?
Right.
What's up with the paperwork?
Why y'all so slow?
I don't even find it out funny, but okay.
I really feel for the family. And I know that there are going to be people who will say, and I hear black people say all the time, that's why I don't let my kids go nowhere. Okay, but you can't live like that. And you shouldn't have to live like that. Didn't we just celebrate freedom a few days ago?
That was my freedom.
Last month was our Juneteenth freedom.
There you go.
You know, and people will say, well, that rap music, or maybe the way he looked, or the way that he dressed. So what?
He can look how he want to look. He can dress how he want to dress.
People say that and they say, well, they got scared, or they get scared by the way people look. Well, as long as that's something that everybody can use as an excuse to hate, to kill, to do whatever they want.
But I feel a certain type of way when I see you driving your Ford F-150 with the big Confederate flag.
Wait.
I said with the Confederate flag in the back.
Hold up.
Confederate flag. Hold up. In the back. That's
I drive an F-150.
I said the big F-150
Jacked
with
up
the
on
Confederate
big wheels,
flag.
big rims, just like the white boy.
With the Confederate flag in the back.
I'm gonna put one in there.
Certain type of way.
I'm gonna put one on the back of my truck.
When you come up
And I'm gonna ride through West Baltimore.
You bet.
Nah, I don't want my shit shot up. Ain't no way in there. But I what bothers me the most about this story is his lawyer. This man is gonna fry. He's gonna fry. Period. Because he's already been charged
But
with
that shouldn't
premeditated
bother
murder.
you.
They're not gonna drop that down.
You know they're gonna have the defense. That's what they do. Stay focused on the just the craziness, the ugliness, just how wrongful he is to have taken someone's life. Work on making an example out of him. Give him death. I don't know if Arizona has a death penalty or not, but give him death. You killed a teenager. You're a grown man. You fighting
You
COs.
wanted to be proactive? Come on. What kind of proactive for what?
You know, that's all lawyer talk.
And you know what?
Don't get
No, that's what
distracted.
he said.
Don't get distracted by what he said, what she said. Y'all down in Maricopa County, Arizona, y'all get on that prosecutor's tail to do that job. Do that job and take that life, just like he took his life. That's who you focus on. You focus on that prosecutor, not the defense attorney, not his statements. You focus on that.
That's right.
But he's disabled.
Okay.
But he's disabled.
We're gonna go through all the psychiatric evaluations. We're gonna go through all of the, you know, the tests and I know that comes up. That comes up all the time. They came up with, you remember the Dawson family murders when he threw the cocktail bomb in the house and the whole house burnt up and everybody but one family member died, like 6 or 7 family members. So it went to the feds. Everybody was like, oh, he's gonna get the death penalty. The feds said no, because he had a mental defect. Lead paint. That was the mental defect. No lie.
Lead, he had lead.
Lead paint.
He had lead chips and that shit got him off.
That got him off with the feds. Yes, sir.
You hit this.
Yes, it did.
You just gonna go around knocking
It did.
out.
It did, and it's been about 12 years because he was in his 20s. He should be like in his late 30s now, and that's what it is. A mental defect. For someone to get the death penalty, you got to exhaust a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't know how Texas do it. Texas got a different set of rules.
Oh no,
One
Texas,
place-
you going down.
Yeah, that's one place
Texas,
where you ain't going.
Yeah, they execute about 4 or 5 niggas a month.
Yeah.
They don't play down there. Like, listen, you did what? You killed him. You knew you was about to go kill him. All right, you did.
Yeah.
And they do it quickly.
Right.
It ain't no 30 years
No.
fighting the pills. You be dead 5 to 10 years in Texas.
Like at the most.
10 years. If you survive on death row for 10 years, more than 10 years in Texas, you blessed.
Now, some
Because they kill
states,
you quick.
some states,
They kill you quick.
I don't understand. A friend of my brother was a cop, killed in the line of duty in the state of Virginia. You thought it would be an open and shut case. His killer is still sitting on death row over 10 years later. Over 10 years, so it's just so many things that just come into play, and this is why it's important that we stay focused on these types of issues, and we put the pressure on
So
the
y'all for the
people
death
who
penalty? Against the death penalty?
are in charge.
Y'all for it? Then?
I'm for it, so as long as it is fair and equitable all the way through, not, oh, you didn't get the evidence to this side, or you suppress this. No, you bring everything on that table. Not know, oh, we forgot about that witness, or, we didn't give him the evaluations he should have had, or she should have had, or, the jury wasn't a jury of their peers. All of that foolishness that always got us jammed up. If it's fair all the way through, start to finish, and that's the process, that's what it is. John Danos, he killed our classmates.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was a fair process. He didn't care. He was like, if he could pull them out the grave and kill them again, he would do it. That was his final statement. That's what he said. So
you for it against it?
yeah.
Me, personally, the way that the system is set up, I'm for it for a few reasons. One, it's a burden on taxpayers. It's a burden. For two, certain things just shouldn't be excused. As a people, as a society, we shouldn't excuse things because of the technicality in the courtroom or lack of specific or technical evidence. If you are on film, on camera, killing someone, you should, suffice to believe, your life should be taken. It's just, I mean, if your face is on there like a Chuck E. Cheese smile when you was 12 and one of them little things that you like this at Chuck E. Cheese that had your head bobbing like it, and you just that's how. Why would we exhaust time, money to preserve that? Put the families through, the victims' families through retrial, bring it back up. Because you gotta notify, the family, he's going back to court, he may be released, and they gotta notify the family. They gotta notify, and the person didn't kill him, and they are victims of attempted murder or something like that. They didn't die. Now this person is watching, like, okay, damn, this person might get out. This was a possibility. State's attorney calls, makes phone calls, whatever. Sends a letter, says he might knock on the door, whatever. Now you thinking like, and then they might say, oh, well, the trial date is not 3 months from now. So from that point to the trial date, you thinking about, is this person gonna come out? It's gonna get harder. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in the death penalty. I do. Some people just, you walk into a church, you kill 15 niggas for no reason, motherfucker die. What the hell are we having a trial for? Some things don't need a trial. If you walk into a synagogue and kill 57 people,
Yeah.
what the fuck do you need to go to court for? You're caught with the weapon, the gun. You did it. What is we going to court for? The police should pick them up from right there, escort them to the facility, which takes your life, and send them in. That's it. What are we going to court for?
Waste the money.
To discuss what?
Why you did it?
You got caught with a weapon. You walk into a church. You kill 11 black people, 10, whatever it was. Why do you get a trial?
I heard.
What for?
I heard you answer.
What is the trial for? Matter of fact, don't even drive them nowhere. That's a waste of gas. Kill that motherfucker on the side.
Well, they took him to Burger King.
Yeah, they fed that nigga. They took him to Burger King and, they was
Very soft.
just as happy.
handsome with them.
Real nice walking to the car. They ain't beat him up or nothing.
Nothing.
They ain't slapped the shit out of him or nothing. No mace, no taser, no nothing. They just, come on here. You hungry? You like McDonald's, bro? You like that walk? Down the Burger King. But I just feel like the death penalty is weak as fuck in a lot of states. And it's taking too much time to have it.
Well, Maryland has a moratorium now, so that's been placed on hold.
Right.
Having a lethal injection anyway. There was a controversy behind the lethal injection.
So
let's
do this.
Punishment.
Let's do this. When we come back, we're gonna take another commercial. We're gonna take a commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna move on to another story because I think we can do this dude more than enough for Mr. Adams, Mr. Michael Adams. Get somebody to set your hand down because you gonna die soon. I'm hoping that them brothers in Arizona prison system get a hold of your ass, and then we don't have to have this conversation no more about your trial or none of that. I hope they get a hold of your motherfucking ass, send you through the baby road first, let them niggas tear your asshole up, and then send you to the killer section. We be right back, y'all.
It is terrible.
I'm dead ass. Oh, the niggas dead ass.
Ever wonder how the credit card companies make their money? Well, think about this.
Because gang is there,
$25,000
You like them
credit cards
Brotherhood
and you make your
when you get
minimum
there.
payments every month. Here's what it's going to cost you. Are you sitting down? You'll shell out over $13,000 in additional interest, and it's going to take over 13 years to pay off your original $25,000 balance. That's how they make money. Now it's your turn to fight back by calling the Debt Solutions Network. We'll work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. We promise we can and will reduce your debt. Call right now for a free 15-minute debt analysis. 800
Oh, we can talk about that. Oh, we can talk about that.
Talk about that.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
Yeah.
593-0297, 800-593-0297.
I hear. Can you tell me the date, time that your show comes on?
My ex-husband threatened to take our children away from me.
And ain't that sealed?
I felt hopeless.
Most of the time, my car got that plastic around. Yeah, but it's like I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, and it's like a water bottle.
I'm so grateful for all the help. All it took was making one phone call.
Elite Rehab can help you start to break your addiction problem and get sober in as little as 7 days. And we'll work with your insurance provider to help cover the costs. Plus, we have travel assistance programs to get you here by plane or train. Make this free call right now to learn more. 800-918-1376. 800-918-1376. 800-918-1376. That's 800-918-1376. Seniors want peace of mind and a free prescription discount card? Keep listening. Are you age 85 or younger? Here's an important message to you and all seniors from Final Expense Direct Insurance Services. The average funeral now costs over $7,000, and the most government benefits will pay your family is only $255. Our senior plans start as low as $1 per day and will pay up to $30,000 for funeral and other final expenses. There's no medical exam, and you'll have lifetime coverage. Plus, your rates will never increase, and your plan cannot be canceled as long as you make your premium payments. Get your free information about our senior plans. Just answer a few simple questions and get approved right over the phone. Plus, call right now and you'll receive a free prescription discount card. Call 800-675-0194, 800-675-0194, 800-675-0194. That's 800-675-0194.
On your photos here.
This is Jackie.
The meeting live from right here on www.radio.com, where talk radio just got better.
All right, welcome back to Between Friends on WMSK Online Radio, home of the Cheryl Underwood Morning Show. State versus Us magazine, your official source to the streets from prison, highlighting high-profile cases, corruption, police department, government, prison system, wrongful convictions, and success stories of the formerly incarcerated. If you or someone you know have a story to tell, want to feature or add space, please email State versus Us mag@gmail.com. Get your print or digital copy today at stateversususmag.com. So, Voyage in Blue benefits cruise for domestic violence aboard the Spirit of Baltimore. It's a lunch buffet. Tickets are $65, all blue attire. Book before August 28th. You can PayPal 50 Shades of Blue at www.paypal.me/50shadesofblue/65/. It's a raffle. They have surprise. I have a surprise announcement. Proceeds benefit 50th annual awareness conference. August 31st. Boarding begins at 11 a.m. It's 50 Shades of Blue, Baltimore at gmail.com. You can email her if you want more information. Call 443-579-5401. Make sure you visit www.wmskonlineradio.com. Join our mailing list for updates, events, shows, and more. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and IG at WMSK Online Radio, hashtag WMSK Grind.
You did that, but I was blasted. Who was that you did it? That's all folks. Who was that?
What we not gonna do is try to make fun of the
That's all folks.
That's what we not
Who's
doing.
that?
Because last time we was here, and you made y'all do because you was a little starting. Right. What's up, Pat? You up late, ain't you?
Who's that?
Yo, Miami. She up late.
I thought she made the bed. She was getting that.
Yeah, you been on the road. Yeah. All right, so next order of business.
I want to be my kitchen.
You want to talk about this
Nike.
This Nike thing?
Nike. So you know
Nike
produced a shoe that had the Betsy Ross flag on it. I know that. And they said that Kaepernick said, no, that's negative, that promotes racism, that's wrong, I don't agree, I don't like it. And they pulled the shoe off of production and distribution.
Whose shoe was it?
Nike.
And who was on the shoe?
The Betsy Ross flag.
The
The one with the circle stars for the colonies.
Yeah.
Right. So did this Kaepernick say that?
So
I don't believe. I think Nike was strategic again.
Right.
And using this to fuel whatever they were trying to fuel, whatever agenda they trying to push, using Kaepernick as, okay, maybe he did say, oh, I don't agree with that, but I think they really pushed it in a whole nother direction. So, a lot of people on social media were saying, well, I'm going out and buy a Betsy Ross flag. And
Oh, so
I don't care what people say.
Oh, okay, so it did what it was
These
supposed to
people
do.
are not patriots, and this is an atrocity to the United States of
so
America.
basically, they put out a shoe that was pre-Dixie. Let's say that. With a flag on it that was pre-Dixie. So it wasn't representing the South per se. It was the flag that represented the original 13 counties.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Which was all the counties, not just the South, which was the 13 originals, Maryland included. So it was Maryland. I don't even know. I can't name all 13. I ain't gonna try. South Carolina, the original 13. And that was racist. Is that what Kaepernick was saying?
Yes. Since when is a colonizer not racist?
But I don't think Kaepernick said anything.
He had to, because he didn't refuse.
Yeah, he didn't.
Did he make a statement?
No, he didn't.
I don't remember him making.
I haven't
a
seen
statement or
anything with him
retracting
being like a formal statement. He hasn't formally come out to refute.
And so Nike's listening to Kaepernick now? Something don't sound right to me. They listening to Kaepernick? Come on now.
So, getting back to Arizona, the governor of Arizona no longer wants a Nike factory to be built in the state of Arizona that was going to employ at least 500 people. He said, nope,
Because
forget it.
why?
We don't want it. We are patriots. We're proud of this country. That's it. And that's all. Nike,
So
go somewhere else.
you talking about Arizona?
Okay, bye.
Arizona.
Bye.
Is that even in the South? Is that more Midwest?
Southwest?
Yeah, west.
More Midwest.
It's west.
So here's my question. So if you're the governor of a state and you got a million broke ass people, you got towns and cities in poverty. What's your point in stopping a business from coming in and employing 500 people? So basically, this town or province or whatever that this factory is going to be put in would employ 500 people.
Yes.
That would take maybe 500 families out of poverty, maybe, depending on the positions, depending on how much it's paying. That would take 500 people off the street, maybe, who were in the other things. That would feed, that would provide people with a means of taking care of themselves and giving your local government a break. So what's the point of the government saying, no, we're patriots? First of all, let's patriotic to me seems idiotic. You understand that? Do you understand? I'm asking y'all because y'all sitting in front of me.
I'm waiting for you to explain.
I say patriotic seems idiotic because in my eyes as a black male, I had absolutely nothing to be patriotic about. What?
You know, and I saw a lot of comments that people were making, and they were saying things like this. Well, I didn't live back then. But can we just agree, just, you know, for the holiday and just for what it is, and Trump and his 4th of July speech and festivities, can we just be
He's
that
such a retard.
He's an ass.
1777, we took to the sky. Did we have planes in it? This nigga is,
Well,
he's got to be the dumbest SOB ever.
He flaunts that history,
To-
definitely.
He's reading, he should have been reading the prompter.
He could have. They
Don't
figured it
go
out.
off on your own and make shit up, and you know that you're an idiot. Say he said 17 something something. We took to the our Air Force took to the skies. We didn't have planes then.
Do we have an airport?
We didn't have planes.
I know.
Period.
Did we even have a
Yeah, but
right?
this-
Period.
Right, so wouldn't we know either?
Right.
This is
This
Brad
man
Dodger
is
talking.
just- He's just and these people
Love him.
flock to this goddamn
Because he's
stupidity.
ignorant. That's why.
Just-
That's why.
The absolute
Well, they chose
Oh, he's
to
so
overlook. They chose to overlook that part. People choose what they want to overlook when it's somebody that they
But
like.
how do you overlook
So they
somebody's
give
track record? Every business
Yes.
this man has owned is bankrupt.
Right, right,
Every business.
right.
He's worse than the Bush boy
Yeah,
when it comes to business.
yes, he is.
He's worse than the Bush child. He tore up some shit too. He tore up some family businesses. Just like Donald Trump. His father is the money. He just fucks up the money. That's what his job is. He's the forefront, he's the face. He goes out and I'm doing it. And then the next thing you hear, oh, this went bankrupt.
Like it's so.
Like everything that man ever touches goes to shit. I just don't feel like the country.
So when people say that, then I say, well, how do you pick and choose what part of history you want to be proud of, that you want to make part of American history? How do you just pick and choose, oh, well, we're going to be proud of this, but we're going to totally neglect the fact that these were colonizers, this was 400 plus years, this was, you know, oppression for an entire group of people.
This was an invasion. The United States invaded. British colonies invaded this land. It was occupied.
Exactly.
This was an invasion. Point blank, period.
Yeah, it was.
You stumbled somewhere, you weren't even supposed to end up here. You wasn't looking for this. This is where you stumbled upon. And then you killed off the indigenous people. Pushed them out. That's it. Just call it what it is. Because I could never understand when Malcolm X used to say, when he said, what was it? We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Mm-hmm.
It took me some years to really figure out, what the hell is he talking about?
Really?
Yeah. I ain't retarded, but I wasn't the brightest, middle school. But to be honest though, it took me a minute to figure out exactly what the man was talking about. But at the same time, people always want to throw this patriotism, be a patriot, and all this and that. Patriot about the fuck what?
Right.
About what?
You wouldn't be considered a man.
First of all, I wasn't even a third of a person.
Nope.
No.
I wasn't even a third of a person. I was unable to be educated. It was. What's happening, man? What's happening, Leon? It was against the law for me to be able to read.
Right. And it's funny because somebody posted
But I'm supposed to be a patriot.
the speech, the papers that Frederick Douglass wrote.
Okay.
And he talked about, basically, is a black man free? Was a black man free then? Is a black man free now?
Nope.
And it was all in that abolitionist era, and he was speaking in front of abolitionists and a lot of other people during his time. So I responded to the person and I said, oh, that's where he met his second white wife. Oh, Frederick Douglass. So that's what I said. So they said, well, I don't care who he married. And I said, well, I do. on, Fred. Talk about. I mean, I don't know what your mind was back then, what you were thinking about, what you was doing. You know, you were talking about being free, being considered a man, having all of your freedoms and all of this kind of stuff, and how we need to get together. You was trying to get the advocacy of the abolitionists. I just guess that's where you met your next wife. Who was white?
I know.
I mean,
So it was a little taken.
I've said it before and I say it again. We're always advocating for people who don't advocate for us.
All right, so let's
Yeah.
back to this because we're talking about patriotism.
Always.
We not, what I don't see, and that brings me to my next thing, like the unity of it all. Because by far, we are not the minority at all. Any person of color is not the minority in this country. So I don't, but what I will do is I see a lot of things, all see a lot of things on social media that raises eyebrows and make us ask questions and stuff like that. So I came across this thing, a meme, or whatever the hell it's called. Wasn't really a meme because I re-googled it and looked it up and it was actually true about the reparations that have been paid out.
Yeah, all that.
And at the bottom of the list was African Americans, 0. Other countries have paid out reparations to people, the Jews, that were in the Holocaust.
This country, what America
stuff
is?
like that.
This country, yeah.
America has paid out reparations to Native Americans after they killed them, murdered them all, put them in what's called a reservation and say this is where you stay. If you want to stay here, you stay there in this little area. This is where you live. But they gave them reparations. And at the bottom of the list was African Americans and 0.
Well, and then here's the African Americans that always want to claim that they're Native American. Oh, I'm Indian. I got Cherokee in me. Well, why do you call the Cherokees when you need them?
Look, if you brown,
Where you at? Oh, wait.
if you brown and the police
Everybody wants to be
say
everything
nigga,
but
they
African.
outside.
So if you Indian, where are they when you struggling and dealing with them? They don't care. Now they are very racist. A lot of them got strong. I won't say a lot. All of them are very racist, but a lot of them got very strong viewpoints that are extremely, adversarial to the white man.
Yes.
If you ever hear a Native American truly speak openly, they have a deep-rooted hate,
As they should.
despise
As they should.
for
As they
the
should.
white
As we
man.
should.
As they should.
As we
For
should.
the white man.
Listen.
But we sympathize and
I don't
forgive
have.
the colonizer and all of that type of stuff, and we still have this, come on everybody, let's get together and let's make this work. You're talking about the minority ruling America. They still are, even though they are smaller in number. And that brings me to another issue, like why are so many black people worried about the illegals in detention centers? Like, why are you worried about that? They're not immigrants, they're illegals. Oh, look at how this man and his son died when they were trying to get here. Well, what was you doing? Trying to get here illegally. Since when you get to do something that you know is illegal and then still get sympathy? Can you get that, black man? And black people will be the first one to judge you for it. But we empathizing with these people. For what? Them Latinos ain't banding with us over nothing. But we always jumping on somebody who don't advocate for us. The same thing. All right, so Disney decides to have Ariel. Ariel's the Little Mermaid. Remember the Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Okay, from back in the day.
Yeah.
Now she's black with a black voice. And they created a page. Christians against Black Mermaid.
People have lost their ever-loving goddamn.
But who's lost their mind more than black people? Because this is what black people say.
Black people is I've heard mixed reviews about it from black people.
Okay, so which
I don't understand.
Talk to me.
I
I don't understand why anybody is mad that Ariel is black.
Neither.
I don't understand why white people are mad, black people, it's a fucking mermaid. She's not real, people. She's not real. If I could see if they made your beloved Betty Crocker a goddamn nigger on the box. Okay, get mad about it.
It probably is.
You know what I'm saying?
Black woman needs to be
It's
better.
I read something on Facebook.
No, it's a mermaid.
It's a mermaid.
And black people is getting mad.
But
White
we
people is
get
getting mad about a Negro playing a fucking fish.
But we get mad about that, but we're not getting mad about true life stories that I saw on Facebook, and I wish I would have clipped it. True life stories where white people have played black people in movies, but is there actually
Cleopatra.
Okay, there you go. There's a good one.
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra ain't white.
But a fish.
I got you. But we
It's
don't
a
get mad about stuff like that.
It's a fictional character.
Fictional character.
Listen. It's a fictional character.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, niggas, why is we mad? This is a black person. She's got a job.
So
she's employed. Why is you niggas mad because she playing a white mermaid? Who gives a shit?
So here's
Come on, man.
one of my
Come on, black people is so ridiculous.
followers
You niggas
said
is
this.
terrible. How can you be mad at somebody that's working?
One of my followers said this.
Ah,
They said, well, kids don't know the difference. What difference does it make? And here's my comment to this. If Ariel was a lesbian mermaid, there would be a worldwide parade. Y'all would be happy. Y'all would be celebrating it. Y'all would be promoting it. But when it's something that black women can be proud of, that we can celebrate, that's a first for us. Y'all want to water it down. Y'all want to diminish it. Y'all want to minimize it as if it's no importance to us. But y'all the same people who would jump up and down if she was gay. And that's what I don't understand, and be excited. So where your gay friends on this if they all about equality? They should be as happy as you.
Yes.
But you sitting up, parading around with them through the whole month of June.
right.
The whole month
They got
of
a
June.
whole month. I'm mad it's my goddamn birthday in June.
30 days,
Shit.
but we got 28.
How about that?
Right.
Y'all ain't
Wait,
do
wait,
nothing
wait.
for Juneteenth.
Black
But y'all
people-
walking
black people,
around
wake the
parading
fuck
with
up.
them.
Y'all need to wake up. Because y'all ain't even peeping this shit for real. They gave them a whole month.
Whole 30 days.
A whole 30-day month. Nigga, we got February.
28 days. And Courtney said, and they got a march and everything.
And hardly
Man,
even.
They
and
gave
y'all
us, no, they gave us a march. They gave us a march. But I guarantee you in every black neighborhood, that march is held on MLK Drive.
Yes. Road, street.
Boulevard.
If you gotta have a Martin Luther King Day parade in your area, I guarantee you it's held in the hood and it's on MLK Boulevard.
Yeah. Well, your
And
girlfriend.
guess who's in it? Guess who's in it? They got your goddamn kids dressed in tutus and leotards and skimpy ass shit, shaking their ass down through the
for
hood.
MLK.
Down through the hood for MLK Day.
Well, your girlfriend.
You
tried-
niggas better wake up.
Your girlfriend Megan
You niggas better wake the
tried
fuck
to
up.
cancel the MLK parade.
Sure did.
You know, and then.
Hold on, let's stop doing it.
I think that's
Every
probably
minute,
when
don't
you called and sent her a text and was like, you know, boo, we can't do this.
Yes.
Right.
I
And she
talked
changed
to
her
her.
mind.
I talked to her. I said, listen, you want to flip or you going you want this book, keep getting this book.
You better have that parade.
You better have that, my brother. You know what I'm talking about? But no, black people, come on, we gotta goddamn wake up, man.
And pastors leading what, Courtney?
I don't understand
What,
that.
gay parade?
How is we got all these gay activities?
Pastors
And hold on, let me say this For the record,
Pastors lead what
I'm
for?
not gay bashing. I don't care what you do with your life. I don't care who you love and who loves you. I don't. I really don't. I'm not gay, but I have gay friends, but they do what they do over there. I do what I do over here. I'm not gay bashing in no way, shape, or form. I'm just talking about the things that are being promoted and pushed on people in schools. How the fuck do you give a kid a choice to vote, to register
Courtney,
their
we get to
gender?
that.
How do you do that? How do you let children make that decision? Did you go to school and get to tell the teacher I'm a little girl and go in the girls' room if you was a boy? No, you didn't. Sit your fucking ass down somewhere. Hold on, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a commercial break, and we back, and we're gonna continue this. Give us a second.
You know,
Courtney, we getting there. That's what we like to change the way it sounds.
because she didn't want to take the gay class.
The gay class.
Yeah, this is
What happened?
They suspended her.
That's
That's
she didn't want to take the
a little girl, a little black girl, and I forgot where that was. I remember seeing that. Well, you know, it's the Grand Park Public Library. They did do drag queen story time, and they were protesting. They were arrested. They did drag queen story time in June. I really think that too.
Courtney said, pastors lead those gay I just said, because they gay.
They need a gay parade.
So they don't want to stop that, non-taxation. That's why they did doing that type of stuff. Okay, Courtney, don't talk to me.
BSUS in Facebook and State BSUS magazine. We are the voice of the voiceless. For state versus us.
My God. I'm coming over here to the ground.
Don't make a move without contacting Focus Movers. They offer affordable moving rates, fast and reliable service, fully equipped state-of-the-art trucks, locally owned and operated, a 24-hour call center. You give them a call. Do it today. 443-506-7905. Don't make a move without Focus Movers. 443-506-7905. Free moving quotes, commercial and residential, full service moves, local and long distance, last second and emergency moves can be done too. They are fully licensed and insured. Call them at 443-506-7905 or book online at www.focusmovers.com. Don't make a move without calling Focus Movers.
But y'all are, oh, thank you.
Hey there, do you know that with a bachelor's degree, on average, you can make almost twice as much over a lifetime than a person with just a high school diploma? It's true. According to the 2012 U.S. Census Bureau, college grads with a bachelor's degree make almost twice as much as high school grads. Now, going back to school is easier than ever at Independence University. Log on and complete coursework from the park, or the beach, or in your couch watching the kids. And Independence University gives you the tools, a free tablet and laptop for undergrad students to use and keep when they graduate. That's right, get a laptop so you can go to college from anywhere. Take the first step to a new career in business, information technology, healthcare, or graphic arts. Call to find the online degree program that's right for you, and you could be on your way to increasing your earning potential.
888-904-1986. 888-904-1986. That's 888-904-1986.
Hey, it's September Heather, one of your co-hosts of Between Friends. Listen to us live on WMSK Online Radio, Mondays 9 p.m. to 11
Talking
p.m.
about your friends.
I want to talk about this. Yeah, Pride is a whole month, Court. A whole month of June.
Hey. Hey, 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 hey.
Welcome back to Between Friends on WMSK Online Radio, home of the show, on the show, what you just missed. You probably didn't see. September Heather was in here in the studio. Working, it's streaming on my live. I'm probably gonna get kicked out of Facebook for this. Facebook jail for 30 days. We'll see, man. Oh, I don't own the rights to none of you. But www.wmskonlineradio.com is looking for jazz, gospel, entertainment, fashion, Latin, Caribbean community, and other type shows. If you or someone you know are interested, please send us an email to wmskonlineradio@gmail.com. We want to hear from you. Leader in Talk Radio, hashtag WMSKGRIND. So
all I'm saying is
we was talking about you niggas.
You know, we just
You niggas.
we just hop on the bandwagon with so many things, and we want equality for all. But you know, where's everybody who we support and where we need the support? And I keep saying it, like, where are y'all when we need it? Where are y'all when we need it? Like, what's going on with that? Like, where are you? Hi. Where are
They
you?
can't
And
help,
why?
they
And
can't
why?
come help niggas, because if they come help us, then they won't get the help that they're receiving from the land. So that's why.
I mean, they like their privilege.
They like it,
and
we
they
are
enjoy it.
inhelpable.
Yeah, they cannot
They're not
help.
supposed
But
to.
I think that that's something that we always should have, you know, in the forefront of our mind, not in the back of our minds, in the forefront, that when we're thinking about, you know, advocating and supporting, that we need to make sure that, okay, y'all gonna reciprocate at some point, and we're gonna get that support from y'all.
That's true. And we need to know how to daggone act when we go places. Like these people in Disneyland fighting in Toontown. We're supposed to be all supposed to be for kids. You taking your family on vacation, and a whole bunch of niggas is out there throwing hands. Then distracted the whole Disneyland Toontown because they want to be fighting. Just fighting. The man did knock the two women out.
What?
Yes, girl. Pulled them by the hand, dragged them, knocked the girl out. The big girl fell on the ground, was rolling around on the ground, fell out. Somebody smacked his mouth, and one girl yelled and said, well, you ain't do that to her. She running back and forth with all this mouth, but she the one that smacked your mother. He said, who smacked my mother? She pointed to the girl. He ran to the girl, hit the girl that smacked his mother. I don't know if he knew whose side he was on, because he was fighting everybody on everybody's side. Then somebody came and choked his ass out. He ended up on the ground, and when he came to, he getting back up, talk about who choked me out. Who choked me out?
What was it about? Did anybody?
I don't know what it was about. I don't know. I posted it. If y'all want to go see the fight, it's on our website on Between Friends. You can go check out the fight there. I have no idea. I don't know what they was fighting for, and I really don't care what they were fighting for. The point is, you shouldn't have been in Disneyland fighting, period. Drawing a big scene like that. It was about his girlfriend, or whatever. But you shouldn't have been in no daggone Disneyland when people pay their money to take their family to vacation. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And that's why people ain't going to support nothing we try to do anyway, because you up there destroying their whole Disneyland vacation. You pay some money to go to Disneyland. That stuff ain't cheap. That ain't cheap.
Well, that's them. You know, when I see black people act like that, or, you know, they're in situations like that, they've done it at Chuck E. Cheese.
Right.
You know, it's somewhere like that. They've done it at amusement parks and all that kind of stuff. Look, I don't join myself in with that. You know, I don't connect with them on that level. Y'all doing something else stupid. I'm not getting with that. I'm not on that kind of time. Y'all on your own as individuals. You ain't representing the race at this point.
Oh, but they are.
You're not representing the group.
Because they
Well,
put
you're
us
not.
all in the same category.
And that's when we say they need to be dealt with on an individual basis. That's them and whatever that issue was and what the circumstances of the fight was, and deal with them accordingly. You on your own. You don't get no support. That's it. That's all. You out there.
No delegation.
You out there. No delegation. You out there by yourself, dummy.
Because that was ridiculous. When I saw that, I said, "You got to be kidding." First, I kept seeing it going on Facebook. I said, "I'm not watching this." Then when I watched, I said, "Come on, y'all!" And Disneyland with the baby. You heard a little boy in the background screaming. And somebody said, "Give me my child! I want my child! You can't take my child from me!" Little boy just screaming, yelling. A white lady, a bystander, came and picked them up and was hugging them. I said, "Now this is ridiculous right here. This don't make no sense. You can't even go on vacation without niggas acting stupid."
Yes, you can. You just go there.
It don't make no sense.
People like that ratchetness. People like it. They're drawn to it.
Yeah, you niggas like that shit.
They like it.
Let me tell you how I know you niggas like that ratchet shit. All you motherfuckers that watch Housewives,
I watch it.
the midget bitches fighting and all that type of shit.
Yeah, that's
You motherfuckers like ratchetness. You like ratchetness.
It's
That's
real.
Let me tell you what's wrong with
It's
it.
realness.
Let me tell you what's wrong with it. Ain't nothing real about that shit. That shit is scripted, all of it.
Not
So
all.
it's not real.
Some of it.
It's these paid. Basically, I'm gonna tell you what it really is. It's a bunch of paid, no self-worth having bitches paid to perform and act up for motherfuckers that like to see that shit. That's all the fuck it is. That's all it is. First of all,
it's males on there too, benefiting from
first
that.
of all, it's a
Benefiting
show.
from the women
It's called
who the damn
Housewives.
breadwinners any damn
It's
way.
called Housewives.
And they wives for a reason.
Okay.
Ain't none of them married to a woman. They
Listen.
married to
It's
a
called
man.
Housewives.
And most of them bring home all the money back.
Guess what?
Okay?
Guess what? You
The
like
whole
if
thing.
you watch this shit, you like the fucking ratchetness. Don't talk about niggas fighting in Disney World,
what?
but you can watch niggas, these niggas and bitches fight on TV
Yes.
and don't condemn them. It's the
Why?
same fucking thing. You're acting niggerish.
Why?
No, it
It
ain't
ain't
the
the same thing.
Why? Because it's on TV.
Yep.
Why? Because it's on TV and it's not in your
You're in
face.
a confined
Guess what?
area.
Guess
It's
what?
not where I'm
Guess
fucking
what?
vacationing.
Guess what it is?
Where I
Guess
pay
what?
money.
Guess
I'm
what?
sitting
Guess
in the
what?
compound
Guess
of
what?
my home,
Guess what?
watching it on
Guess what?
television.
Guess what?
when it
If
is
you get invited
scripted.
into your
When
fucking
it is
home,
scripted.
guess what? If
And
you
I
get
pay
invited
my
into your home,
cable bill to
you should
watch
be able to see
And
on the
I pay
goddamn
my
thing.
cable bill to
Guess
watch
what?
that.
You pay your cable bill, but the pays these
I
niggas
don't
to
pay
act
to
like-
have that.
Guess
I
what?
don't pay thousands of dollars to go on vacation and see niggas acting up when I got my kids right there.
Guess
No, I
what?
don't pay for
Guess
that.
what?
I don't
Then,
pay for
if
that.
you don't want to
I
see
don't
it in
pay for that.
Disneyland, stay your motherfucking ass on
No,
watching
they
it.
need to stay
Because
that
guess
ass
what?
home.
If
They
you
need to
promote
stay
it,
that ass
if you
home.
promote it,
No,
by
I
supporting
gotta
it
stay
and getting the
nowhere.
ratings and keep getting these niggas checks to
nowhere.
put this shit out in the atmosphere,
I
guess
don't
what?
pay
You're
for
gonna
that
see
shit.
it at this
So what?
sounds so fucking
what?
dumb.
I pay
That
for
sounds so
that.
damn
Why
dumb.
not?
That sounds so bad. You sound dumb as fuck.
No.
You can condone it at Disney World, but you can bash the shit at Disney World because you pay your money to go.
I pay
But
too much money.
you gonna condone it on TV,
Yeah.
but you pay the fucking cable bill to see.
I pay
Shut the
for
fuck
that.
up. Either way, you paying for
I
ratchet.
pay for that.
Either fucking way,
No, I didn't.
you paying
I
for
don't pay
ratchet. I don't give a
$1,000 for a
damn.
cable bill.
I don't
I don't
care.
pay
You
$1,000.
niggas is
I
simple
pay
as
$1,000
shit.
for the Disney
Ain't no way.
and I don't want to come all the way from
Ain't no way in
Maryland
hell.
to
What is
California.
wrong and what is
Okay,
right?
first of all, I'm paying
How is one wrong and one right?
I
Is it
paid
both
like
being ratchet?
$4,000
Is it
to go
both
from
being ratchet?
Maryland to
No.
California.
Hell no, y'all
To play somebody's fight,
Guess
watch
what?
somebody fight.
Guess what?
Why not?
How much your cable bill a month?
$15.
Listen.
$100 a month.
$15.
The average person, so you got some bootleg shit, nigga.
No,
So
I ain't
what?
got
The average person pay $100 a month. Okay, the
I ain't
average
got
person
bootleg
pays
shit.
$100 a month for
I ain't
cable.
got bootleg.
$100 a month times 12. That's $1,200. Will that get you to Disney?
Time out.
But you watch the fucking ratchet on TV.
That's my
and
choice.
support it.
That's my choice.
That's your choice.
That's my choice. I don't go on on vacation to see that.
Guess what?
I don't pay all that money to go on vacation.
Don't fucking go.
No, I can go where the fuck I want. They need to know how to fucking
It's
act.
fucking easy.
They need to know how to act.
That's right.
And they ain't
Let me tell you why they do
got
it.
little kids screaming and yelling
Let me
like
tell you
that,
why they do
and they
it.
can't have no fun. That's
Let me
a
tell you why
problem.
they do it.
That's a problem.
Let me tell you why they do it, because it's acceptable. It's
That's
society.
Well,
It's
they
acceptable.
should've got
Why?
banned.
Because we portrayed that
They
way
should've got
on TV, and motherfuckers support it. That's why they do it at your beloved goddamn Disney World. That's why they do it at your beloved plays and shows and movies. Because it's portrayed on TV and people fucking accept it and fucking support it. That's why these niggas are out of hand. Don't tell me about we ain't had this shit growing up. You know why? Because you got out of hand, a motherfucker put you in your place. Quick, fast, and early. And when you see us being portrayed like this on TV, motherfuckers is supporting this shit and paying cable companies to watch these fucking shows. Why you think it ain't on regular TV?
That's different.
This is what I want to say about that.
You're not thinking past the fucking motive.
This is
You're
what
not
I-
thinking past. All you thinking about is you spend your money to go to Disney, but you spend your money for these cable channels to be able to watch us act fucking ratchet. It's the same shit.
This is what I want to
It's
say.
the same shit.
Why is Atlanta Housewives always your focal point when there is?
Because it's one of the biggest shows. It's one of the biggest, widely known, and most talked about shows. That's why. We can talk about the little people and all them motherfuckers too. Y'all pay to watch these motherfucking bitches act an ass. And ask you, like you can't Jimmy Superfly look at one of these little motherfuckers and make them be quiet. Come on, man. Y'all perpetuate the cycle and then want to know why niggas act ratchet at Disney.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Because y'all watch this shit, y'all. Put money into these type shows.
Wait a minute.
And then wonder why all these kids watch this shit, man. If you in the household where your parents don't monitor the type of shit that you watching on TV and they seeing people with money act this way and it's acceptable. They on TV. It's acceptable. They looking up to this shit. That's why these little motherfuckers grow up and act like an ass when they can pay for a trip to motherfucking Disney. Man, that's some grown people shit. Sit down and think about it. Let me know what you feel about next week.
The thing about
Shit, I'm
the
telling
thing
you
about
what it
reality
is.
TV is more fiction than it is real. There's some real parts, like you said. You're right. Part of it is scripted. Atlanta Housewives, it is a very popular show, but I don't think it's the most ratchet show. It's the most reality. The worst reality show out there, or the most watched by younger people who they have so many other things to watch, things that are people posting themselves.
Exactly.
Of their own life. Somebody posted over the weekend, somebody actually dying.
Say that.
Somebody being hurt, needing to be rendered medical care and assistance, and they were more concerned with holding their phone up, videotaping this stuff. Yes.
That's what society is living in.
And that's just what
That's it.
Because
it is. Everybody want to be famous. They want their photo, they want their videography credits or whatever the case may be. Like children are watching it, and we do got to teach them. That's where we come in. But there's some children that's not getting taught that. And I don't put it all on reality TV.
I don't put it all on. Nobody said all of
TV.
But what I'm saying to you is,
But if I
this is
want
what
to watch
we accept that. Why support something that you don't accept?
but if
Why are you watching something you don't accept?
But
You don't support the gay parade and all this, them having the fucking thing all month long. Do you go to gay pride? Okay then, that's just the same thing. If you don't support something, you don't agree with it, don't fucking support it. Don't give it your money. You giving it your money when you order these stations and you get that channel that play this shit. Niggas not smart. Niggas is not smart. Oh, because I don't do what they do, I'm not supporting it. No, you ain't gotta do what a motherfucker do to be not supporting it. It's bigger than that. How do you think these stations get their money? They not free stations. Ain't none of them free. You niggas is paying for this shit.
But on an individual
Period.
basis, I may enjoy all forms of entertainment.
Exactly.
Whether it's silly,
There we go. I can watch
whether
it.
it's silly,
And that's why don't nobody support it. We can support who
Your
we
form
want.
of entertainment is
Niggas,
just, you might
niggas
not
don't
enjoy
love.
the same form of entertainment that I
I don't.
do. Okay, and
I
that's
don't.
your right.
I don't.
And that's your right.
Exactly.
And so
Exactly.
therefore, it doesn't make me any less because I enjoyed watching the
I didn't say it
Housewives.
made you any less. You might feel that way
I
now.
don't feel
I
any
didn't
type
say
of way.
that it made
I
you.
don't feel
That
any
never
type
came
of
out of
way.
my mouth.
What I'm saying is,
I just pointed out how you support it unconsciously.
That's all I say. So what? The problem is this.
That's all I
The
say.
problem is this.
Unconsciously, and I watch anything.
I watch what I want to watch.
I watch anything.
I watch what I want to watch.
Right.
And this is the point. The point is this. People don't know how to separate real from fake. That's the point. It's TV. I'm watching the Housewives of Atlanta because the shit is funny to me. I enjoy watching it, and I'm gonna watch it.
What kind of
I know how
what
to
kind of
say.
TV is it
I know
labeled
how
as?
to say, oh, that's fake. It's reality.
What kind of TV is it labeled as?
It's
Reality.
reality.
It's not sci-fi. It's not on the sci-fi channel.
It's reality TV.
It's not on the movie channel.
And
So
Okay.
what?
so what?
Okay.
So
It's
what?
labeled as. Okay, that's just like.
I don't want to
That's
watch
just like
conscious stuff all
That's
the
just
time.
Exactly.
Sometimes I want to
Think
take
about
a
it.
break and
If-
just watch
if I beat you-
something else. It's entertainment.
What makes you-
And
what
I
makes
know
you-
that's what
First of all,
it is.
what makes you like a song when you hear it on the radio?
The beat.
The beat.
It may be the beat, the words, the person who said it.
But what makes
The
you?
mood I'm
What
in.
makes you remember it?
It may be.
How many times you hear it, right?
Okay,
You know,
it's repetition.
a song becomes popular. Why? Not because it's the best song on the fucking radio. It's because popular because they push the propaganda and they play the
I wanna
motherfucker
take
over
my
and
horse
over,
to the uptown
and
road.
over
That's
and
about
over
right.
until
I can't
you
no more.
till you like it.
What does that
Till
mean?
you fucking like it.
I don't know
Well,
what song meant.
he came up and caused it.
I'm not talking about.
Lil Nas.
Yes.
Lil Nas.
Okay, it's gay. So fucking what?
I did not, but hold on, P. I didn't know what the song was about or what it was.
I didn't either.
I'm not a fan of the song.
Me either.
So I had to ask a millennial
Right.
because maybe they understood it because it's very.
Nobody knew what it was about. They thought it was about a nigga with a horse.
Well,
No, nobody knew until that man
Thank you,
came
Courtney.
out that he was gay.
I knew
Thank
it
you,
was
Courtney.
another reason.
Nobody knew what it was about.
I knew it was some
Nobody
other
knew what it was
message
about.
because it was too out of the ordinary.
I didn't particularly.
I didn't say he saw
didn't
no
think,
man.
wow,
I thought he was a
singing this
nigga
song.
that grew up in the country or something and he rode a horse.
Is he real country act? But
What up?
didn't you think, well, why is this song such a big hit? What is it about? What's
Because they
I
played it
immediately
over
thought
and
that.
over and over
I
and over
immediately
and
thought that.
over
Well, it started
again.
off on Facebook first.
That's why
I
your
immediately
song
thought
became
that.
popular.
But here's my question. Why are black women always okay with things like that and black men not?
With things like.
With things like, oh, so what if it's just a song?
Yeah.
So what if it's about his sexuality? It's no big deal. Why are black women just so accepted and okay and they think it's funny? Men in dresses and drag queens and emasculation of men and all of this kind of stuff. Why are you always okay with that? Why is it always
I'm not
acceptable?
okay with
And some of y'all got young black male children.
Right.
Why are y'all always okay with that? Now, y'all may be the same group of women that's okay with people like somebody else who's popular. And I like her too, Megan Thee Stallion. I do. And you may be okay with some of the things that she says and some of the things that she does.
What's she saying to do? I don't know.
You know, so it may be a lot of, sexual content, a lot of, sexual innuendos, if you listen to her original stuff. So that's how it kind of is.
I don't know.
So when you hear that and you see that, but I just don't understand why people were just okay with it. I understand with Black men. So when he came out as being gay, then it gave the song a whole nother interpretation. People were comparing it, making jokes about Brokeback Mountain.
I don't even think he.
And
I don't even think he said it was a gay song. He just said he was gay. People
if
ran with that and didn't try to translate the song. The song was what it was.
Well, don't you
And that's
need,
it.
but Pete, don't you have to do that because Frank Ocean did the same thing. They gave a different meaning to Frank Ocean's song.
Listen, the man came out and said he was gay. He didn't say nothing about his song being an innuendo for his sex life or none of that. He just said,
draw the conclusion.
yeah, he didn't have to let you niggas know that. He still got your money. Already, now you mad because you found out he's gay.
I don't care if he gay, straight. I don't like the song period.
Right.
I don't know why
I
it's
don't like
popular. I don't know why it's so great. I don't know why people are making a big deal out of it. But if there's
People made a big deal out of it and jumped on this man's bandwagon. No, strictly because when the song came out, nobody knew this little nigga was black or a rapper. And he made the country charts. But when the country charts found out about him, he was black and a rapper, they kicked his music off of their shit. This is when niggas jumped on the fucking bandwagon and let's support Little Nas X.
No, I
But
can't
he
say
wasn't
that.
the
Yes, niggas didn't even know who this boy was.
Hold on.
They didn't even know.
But to your point, he wasn't the first African American male to hit the country charts at #1 in recent years. There have been 2 artists that have done that, and they have not been embraced by country music. You remember when Beyonce made the song with them country girls, and they didn't want to play it.
You said male.
And they didn't want to play it. She said black. Period.
I said black male.
I said black male. There were 2 recent,
Who?
2 other
Who's
artists.
other?
I can't recall their names, but I'm gonna get them for
Google
you.
it.
There were
One
2
was right there. Google.
One is,
and they
what
had
is his
hits.
name?
They had hits, and the country music said, "Get out of here."
Well, they did the same thing with him. He had to go get with Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
To join in with him to accept
But
that.
when you look at his
And the group, but the girl country music group was like, "No, we wanted Beyonce to do this with us, but she wasn't embraced by the country music industry."
right.
I think they were like the Dixie Chicks.
And
or
when you
somebody,
look at
somebody pretty popular.
When you look at his little concerts, little whatever his name is, the one that they showed on TV the other
the
night,
chats on.
it was white people in the audience. It wasn't none of us. We wasn't there listening to that shit. It was not us.
Once again,
Them
niggas,
little white
niggas is
kids,
bandwagons.
them little white kids was
Once
all
again.
new. Every line was standing up and down, jumping. It was not us in that concert. None of us. So he got a good little mixture. It ain't even a mixture because it was all white people in
It's
that
a
group.
song. It's a song.
It's a song.
It's
And
just a goddamn song. If you like
I
it,
don't
look at
like it. But Courtney
You
says
really
the
like
difference
it.
is we choose to watch stuff on TV. Now, what happened in Disney, then people didn't have a choice. It comes down to we as a people have a choice as to what we accept and what we don't accept.
it. Guess what?
Absolutely.
Guess what?
Dixie Chicks.
Guess what?
Dixie Chicks, that's my
If
They were really
how do you
defending
program
Beyonce.
a computer?
But once
How
Beyonce
do you
did,
program a
but once
computer?
Beyonce did Formation at the Super Bowl
Yeah, that was
halftime
it.
show, that was
it.
it. Oh
That was it.
She came out there with an afro, all that black leather on, and throwing up her right fist. It was like, forget you. We F-150, Ford F-150 people.
And guess what? And guess what again? Country music does not support black artists. Period. But you niggas.
Except for Hootie.
I was ready to say Hootie from
Hootie and the Blowfish.
And
Why? 'Cause he's
Charlie
a white guy.
Parker. Who else was a black?
Hootie and the Blowfish.
What's his name is a black one too with the mole?
Hootie and the Blowfish is not country music.
He did have a country
But
song.
He was not a country
That's
music
not what we're
artist.
saying. He had a country song.
He
He
did.
did have a country
He
song, a
did.
very popular country song.
He did.
And
What's the name of it?
What's
It's
his
so
name with the
popular. What's the name
mole?
of it?
What's his name with the mole? The black guy.
Aaron Neville.
Aaron Neville. That's it.
How many is
So
that?
we ain't saying it's a lot. We
It's
just
a
said
very
it's
short
it's
list.
Okay.
very short.
How many white rappers do we have?
A lot.
How many white R&B
A lot.
singers do we have?
A lot.
How many white jazz musicians do
A
we have?
lot.
Niggas support everybody.
Yes. Back to my
But we don't go up in arms about motherfuckers not supporting us.
my
That's
point
what I
always.
said from the
Period. Period.
Always
Cause
gonna
ain't-
find somebody don't
And look, I ain't gonna bash the white artist that jumped over. John B was my nigga. For real. For real. I ain't really fuck with him like that. He was alright. But
I didn't know she was black till I saw the video.
you know, but it's been a lot of white artists who have come over to
Tracy Chapman, country. Honey said.
Oh yeah, Tracy Chapman. Yeah,
Like
Not really.
She
Really.
did have some.
She really
bad-
wasn't a country singer though.
She had some country songs.
Just because you make a country
That's not what
song
I'm saying.
doesn't make you on that genre. You're not on that
A
genre.
country
Because
song
you
is
do
a
one
country
country-
song.
Listen, you're not
Oh,
considered
and
an
what's the
artist.
name wrote
A
for
country
some country
artist.
singers? What
I
was
said,
her
how
name?
many artists?
Candy Burst. Remember, she said she
Did
wanted.
she?
Yeah, she had it on Housewives. She did it for, I can't think of it. It was a popular thing. I can't think of it. But she wrote a couple country songs. Yeah.
Do you got a fast car? Is it fast enough that we can
You
run
know,
away?
you know her black ass wasn't supported by nothing like. They put her checks on black paper. Shit.
So, the
She got
woman who went in the grocery store, opening ice cream cartons and
And now they got other people doing it.
and licking them. This is what I say. Y'all thought it was cute
Who thought that?
when Ariana Grande was spitting on donuts.
Where was that at?
Oh yeah, and y'all gave her a pass.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, baby. About a year or two ago, Ariana Grande on camera in the little donut case, spitting, drooling her spit on donuts.
I see that.
Y'all thought it was okay. She's a celebrity. We're going to give her a pass so long as she apologizes. Now you got an issue with somebody licking the ice cream in the ice cream cart. Now she get what she get. Because if I catch her ass on that, doing that in the grocery store, I'm going to say something. That's nasty.
And now they got somebody else did it, a black man.
Gross.
Licking the ice cream and putting it back.
A grown ass 36-year-old man did it.
And now did you see somebody drunk out of the ice cream?
Hold up. You got
you
blame reality TV on him, P?
You know what he
You
did?
got blame reality TV
You know what
on
he
him,
did?
P?
No, I ain't blaming reality.
It's a lot of
I
reality
don't
shows
blame
that
reality
got
TV
silly.
on nothing.
Right.
I'm saying don't support shit that don't make sense to you. Don't support shit. It don't make sense to me. That's why I don't watch reality TV. It don't make sense to me how people with so much money are so fucking miserable.
That's true.
I don't understand it, so I don't support it. I don't watch it. I don't do none of that. I don't watch that shit. That's why I don't watch it.
Creating
Y'all running around here chasing the fucking bag to get to the dream of being rich and whatever, successful, whatever, and then you turn around and watch these rich and successful people be fucking miserable. I don't understand that. To me, that's a conflict of interest, and it's fucking up my mind.
I watch it because I'm trying to perfect my game. So I haven't come in contact with somebody like Portia, boyfriend, fiance that ain't marrying her yet because she ain't signed that prenup. But she get that big child support check.
You're not going to
Don't be sweating my game.
Let's understand
Don't be
that.
sweating my game.
Don't be
sweating my game.
Let's put out the
Don't be
reality.
sweating my
The reality
game.
is
Don't be
you
sweating.
not
You don't know what
gonna
I'm
run
gonna
into
do.
anybody.
You don't know what I'm gonna do. You don't know what I
I
can
know
do.
you.
No, you don't.
I
No,
told
you
you
don't.
before. You got too many goddamn rules and structure and a syllabus to get the pussy. Ain't no nigga going through all that shit.
There's nothing wrong with my list.
No.
There's nothing wrong with my list. It's exaggerated. My list exaggerated.
The list is some shit. And that's why you ain't gonna never run into nobody like it.
I ain't got no damn syllabus.
You got a goddamn syllabus. A nigga got to study and pass 3 exams with no less than a 94%. And he got to take a physical and all that. I give a blood sample. But we need that. Give us a few minutes. We got to pay some more bills one more time. We be like that.
Y'all know that women's soccer team be going to the White House.
They not. They said they wasn't. Good.
Well, the one white girl, Ben said she ain't going.
Yeah, the one with the.
How old are
Yeah,
you?
the gay girl.
25, 35, 50, or older? If
Oh,
you have
okay.
pain,
And she said, well, I don't know if I can like you.
let me ask you again.
I
Are
want
your
something
knees
anyway.
killing you? Oh, yeah.
Did y'all see the picture when he did it on himself?
Oh,
true. It wasn't true.
That guy
It was
was fake.
fake. When he was crying and they escorted him to the field. Yeah, and they escorted him up. It was, oh man, it was fake. Fixing the fake thing.
That nigga ever did to himself on the dog, they would come to me. Everybody's called insurance. Anything on that dog.
No cost or out-of-pocket expense. I use them.
That's
It
what you
works.
think.
Nothing like that.
Somebody got to hit. Somebody ain't gonna let that shit.
It's some little.
Y'all, somebody to fake it. Y'all been faking
We're looking for authors
That
who
was
have
also
effective
some
books. And unlike most publishers, Page Publishing
It was
will take the
Photoshop,
time to
Marcus.
review each and
You
every
even
book
sitting there
submitted
cracking
to us.
up.
And we'll give you our feedback. And if we like what we read, we will get your book in bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, the Apple iTunes Store, Barnes & Noble, and other outlets. We handle everything. Editing, cover design, copyright protection, printing, publicity, and distribution. So if you're writing a children's book, cookbook, inspirational work, poetry, or a biography, and want to get it published, call Page Publishing now for your free author submission kit. Your road to fame and fortune could very well start with a simple phone call.
Call now, 800-219-8262, 800-219-8262, 800-219-8262. That's 800-219-8262.
Different means.
Picasso Cuts Barbershop, located 7171 Security Boulevard, Baltimore, Maryland, 21244. Men's,
Sweet home Alabama.
professional master grooming to serve you. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. Please contact 410-944-CUTS. That's 410-944-5889.
I ain't so excited. I'm going to
Please
Alabama.
stop.
That was 9 and stuff.
That is just so. That
We
is
might
just.
not go. We might not go.
Sweet home Alabama. Fun. Oh, I'm coming home to you. Yes. Yeah. That's how the song goes. You popped it up to Alabama.
I don't want to tell you that.
I'm gonna tell you something. We gonna say that you're saying we too. I don't know.
They don't know her. They know.
And you gotta know. You know.
I'm know. I'm getting to know.
That's right. But everybody has fun in their own way. We gotta make that go. Alabama. We in there. Alabama. I got your phone. I got you. There. You think you're gonna come in? If you see me down there.
Welcome back to Between Friends on WMSK Online Radio Home with Cheryl Underwood on the show. And I understand why people don't like it. It's a general statement, but I'm just going to put it out there. I understand why they don't like it.
Why? You're dark.
Because
See, keep going down.
this nigga. Don't hide your face, nigga.
Well, they're not gonna like me the end of September when we turn Alabama out. We turn them in.
Alabama.
Yeah,
I promise you,
baby.
guys, I'm not bringing these niggas down.
We
I'm
coming
gonna
for
do
you,
that.
Alabama. We coming anyway. You already have to get up. You already better be
And
known.
cousin Tiffany already told us to come one day.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey.
I'm gonna send out messages.
Yeah. Foot wash. Hey. Football. Hey.
How y'all getting it?
10 toes.
Southwest.
Southwest.
Or Spirit.
Yes, sir.
Time out.
What's up?
You, I might be worried about. This nigga, I ain't worried about this nigga.
Why?
This nigga knew about the family reunion for months. And her black ass ain't go. So, I believe you might actually show up. This nigga, I ain't worried about her. She ain't going to goddamn.
I'm gonna go.
She ain't going to. She ain't going to.
You better not be playing. I'm
going
going
at
at
the
end of September. So that
Months.
means we booking flights soon.
Okay.
Tomorrow. You need to book your flight. I probably got enough points to get free, though. I ain't tripping.
I ain't got no points.
I ain't tripping.
Somebody want to go make some points? Anybody want to go make some points? You better book that flight.
She ain't going to shit.
I'm going.
Marcus.
I guarantee you she ain't booking shit.
I need the date.
I just told you, the last week in September.
Week.
Yeah. From Wednesday to Sunday.
Wednesday to Sunday.
Wednesday to what? Wednesday the
Talk after cousin Tiffany.
the
I need to
25th?
befriend you on Facebook.
Wednesday the 25th to the 29th.
Yeah. Hey, cuz, when the foot wash? Tell me when the foot wash is real quick.
The foot wash. And can you tell us a little bit about this foot wash? Like, what do you do?
It's like a carnival, but
Okay.
it's 24-hour party.
It doesn't stop.
It doesn't
Just
stop.
keep going.
From Wednesday to Sunday.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, Wednesday to Sunday.
That's what's up.
It's the third week in September.
Yeah. The third week.
The third week.
All right.
Oh, so that looks like the 18th to the 22nd.
Hold on, let me go. Third weekend, yeah.
You want to Vegas in
Third
August?
week, Wednesday to Sunday. Third week. Y'all not going no how, so I know this nigga ain't going.
I'm going.
He might show up. You might show up, but
I'm going.
I know she didn't go to the family reunion.
Okay. A whole bunch of us ain't go to the family reunion. So what? I go.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't mess this up.
I wasn't the only one that go. I wasn't the only sibling that didn't go.
No, she was.
Okay.
She was. But she fucking your head up like, yeah, I'm going. We got to go. She said that same shit about the family. I'm going there. I think I'm going. I ain't ready to go.
And I changed my mind.
Who's that nigga last week?
And I changed my mind.
Lord,
But I would go today.
I went. I said I was going, and I went, and I'm going back. I said I'm
You gonna go
going
to
back.
Vegas in August and then Alabama in September?
What?
You let me know when you book your flight to Alabama,
Nigga,
and that's when
I
I
have
book
no-
mine.
If you do that, you ain't going to Alabama.
I had
If you wait on her to tell you she booked her flight,
listen to him.
you ain't gonna go.
I already look. I already know. I mean, I don't want to go if she don't go.
She ain't going.
I'm gonna go.
I'm telling you, she ain't going.
We gonna go.
She ain't going.
I just get the dates
Yeah.
from cousin Tiffany.
I gave you the dates.
Okay, so when next week
I
when we
just gave
meet
you the
here,
dates.
next week when we meet here, we gonna have the dates,
I gave you the dates already.
which means before
The
August
third
1.
weekend in September. The third week in September. From Wednesday to Sunday.
That means by August 1, our flights are booked.
They need to be.
Okay.
They gotta be
They need to be.
before they be $800.
We gonna be $800.
Okay, fuck around.
All right.
Quit. I just told you this is
What I say?
this is a national event.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot of people flying into
Okay. Okay.
Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, back. Okay, watch.
Third weekend in September.
I'm going regardless. Okay, you niggas go or you don't go. But when I come back, I will tell you about all the fun I had. And you're gonna have something to say tonight. You go ahead.
Oh, we.
I
You
just said
say, you need to know French. We.
I don't know French.
Oui.
I don't know French. I never took French in school. I took Spanish.
We were, we.
I know, so back to this ice cream looking hoe that decided that it was cute and funny to go into the grocery store and take the top off down ice cream and put it back. And then go on Twitter or Instagram and say, I hope everybody alright, but I wasn't feeling real good that week. I think I had flu. And the state and in Texas.
Oh, this was
That's
Texas?
a felony, you dumb broad.
This was Texas?
Yes.
Oh no, so the girl who did it, the girl who started it all off, she's not getting no charges because she's underage. And there's no charges for her. Now this black man that just did it,
He
I don't
didn't
know
get
what
no
he
charges even because he produced the receipt. It was his ice cream. He was just mocking what she did. He produced a receipt to the police
Okay.
on site.
Okay.
That was his.
Oh, all right.
So
Yeah, well, the girl is getting no charges. She's a minor. So it's dry.
That's crazy.
That was
I didn't see that. They didn't
Yeah,
charge
it
him.
was on there today. I
just
think I
looked
put it
at
on our page.
Before I moved in here.
I think I put it on. I think I put it on our page. I should have shared it. I got to share it. But I think
dude, just stop doing stupid ass shit.
And then today was the man on there that drunk out of the Arizona iced tea gallon thing, spit in it and put it back on the shelf.
Oh.
I say, come on.
They
Just
use
stop doing
security,
dumbass
police, and people for that.
Stop doing stupid ass shit. I mean,
For real.
just stop doing stupid shit.
You that boy.
Why? What you niggas can't come up with nothing constructive to do other than go lick the ice cream and put it back in? What the fuck?
Right.
You ain't got shit else to do with
Nothing
your
else
life.
to do.
But to go in the grocery store and fuck with some food that you ain't gonna pay for, and it's just crazy. Just craziness. Just craziness.
Yep. That's what people do.
I think that food though, man, who plays with food? Kids. They play with their food. What do they eat? Grown people going in the store and don't do that shit for food, drinks and all this. Let's start beating people up again. Let's take this shit back to 84, 85. You know, early
Like
90s.
you like Jack Young says now.
Just start punching niggas in the mouth when they do stupid ass shit. Just put it on TV so everybody know who hit them out. And then you see him in the street, you got 30 days, you get 30 days probation. You got 30 days target. On the target list for 30 days, everybody that sees you, hits you in the fucking mouth. You dead again. Maybe that's not people who doing dumb shit. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Because evidently Jack is the motherfucker from doing that. For real. Niggas coming out of jail, cut people throat.
Right.
And then he's disabled.
Right.
This nigga's like disabled.
How about that?
Well, y'all, our time is just about up. So if you're watching us, if you follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever else is going on, please like and share. And we appreciate y'all stopping by. On behalf of Jay Blue, September Heather, I'm Peter Don. Thank y'all for joining us on Between Friends on WMSK. Online Radio. What is you singing?
She always singing something every week.
What is you singing? We don't have a song.
Yes, we
We
did.
do not have a theme song.
We did have a theme song.
Talking about your friend.
DJ, oh my goodness. I didn't say that. I didn't say it. That was your boy. They said we don't got a theme song.
What? That's not a song?
That's our intro song. That's our
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yep,
Ladies
that's
and
our
gentlemen,
thing. That's our
It's
thing.
not a theme song.
It is.
It's not.
That's ours.
It's a drop.
I don't care what it is.
Yeah,
That's ours.
It's different. It's a
And
drop.
introduce our show.
It's not a theme song.
It's our
Anyway,
show.
thank y'all for watching. Tune in next week. We'll be back here again. I'll give a shit. Every Monday from 9 to 11 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WMSK Online Radio, home of the show, on the Good Morning Show. Thank y'all for watching. God bless y'all and good night.
Good night, y'all. See y'all next